Hello, welcome to another episode of
A look or nah, a look or nah,
a look or nah.
boo!
A Look or Nah. Oh yes, welcome to another episode. I'm just repeating myself. Thank you for tuning in once again. Maybe I should say that at the end. What the hell am I saying? How are you? How has your week been? It is Friday. Normally, I'd like to post my A Look or Not videos on Thursdays. That's the schedule I've created for myself, but life happens. So you're getting this today instead. Holla, 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 holla. Yes, yes, we love it. We live for it. So today's episode, I have a look for you that is quite beautiful. I was trying to find another word, a fancy word. What's a fancy word for beautiful? Quite, I was about to say atrocious. Wow, atrocious is not a synonym for beautiful. You think of another word for beautiful and you let me know. Educate me. Put in the comments below. What's another word for beautiful? I have no idea. But I see this look and it is very eye-catching. It is very, let me put it on the screen here for you. Very eye-catching, very attention-grabbing, very, suave, chic, and sleek. Yes, I live for all of those words I just said. And I really think that I can pull off this look because I'm absolutely gosh darn beautiful. For one, I can pull off any look. Flip the script. Instead of doing a black eye though, because I don't think that's going to look good on me, to be completely honest. I think that's going to be very not for me. So instead of that, instead of black, I'm going to give you a mint. Yeah, this color right here. This is a pencil eyeliner. And I'm going to be giving you some mint kohl eyeliner from Annabelle. You can't even see the brand, but this is what it looks like. This is the color. And I'm going to use that as the black wing. Ooh, instead of black, just to spice things up. Black is a little, not to call this look boring, you know, I already said it's beautiful and everything like that, but like black and gold is like, yes, we know it's very timeless and all that, but on this show we like to make things a little cray. We like to do things a little crazy. So your girl thought of mint instead of black. We're gonna give it a try. I'm a little scared, but we're gonna give it a try, and then we're going to see, you're gonna tell me if it's a look or not. So let's just get into it. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna be putting on my regular base. I always put my base makeup in the description box below, so I'm not gonna repeat myself every time in every video of what my base makeup is. What I want to talk about with you today, sweetie pie, is self-love. Self-love is everywhere. I know, and I love it. I live for it. If you're not about self-love, what are you about? Self-hate? Just ignoring your self? Not giving yourself love at all? I don't know. What are you about? Like, self-love is just litty pie, pity pooty poo. You know, I don't know what your problem is, dude. Anyway. There's so many things. I told you last time that I went on a temporary leave of absence from school. Oh yes, I did. If you didn't know, I did. I was on the way to becoming a professional baker or pastry chef, whatever you want to call it. And I was mentally just not doing so well. every day was very draining for me. I was just constantly triggered left and right while I was at school. I couldn't get through a single day without being flipping triggered somehow and needing to run to the bathroom and do some deep breathing. And I said, this is not how I want to continue my school, my education. This is ridiculous. This is too much. Like, this is not it for me. So I went on a temporary leave of absence just a few weeks ago. And I am telling you, it has been great. I am so happy I made the decision to go on a temporary leave of absence instead of listening to everyone, because most people that I had spoken to, if not everyone, had said to me, just push through, just keep going, just push through. There's only 5 months left, just finish it, just get it over and done with. And every time I had heard someone say that to me, it would just set me off. Like, you don't even know what I'm experiencing. You are not the one having to deal with depression, anxiety, and borderline personality disorder, which is what I have. You don't have to deal with all those things. You don't understand what the hell I'm going through. So it's so easy for anybody that is not me to be like, just push through. And it would just piss me off. But that's just the world that we live in. And it's not like anyone meant anything bad by it. It's not like these people are my enemies. These people truly love me. They are my loved ones that I was talking to about this. They just don't understand what I'm going through because they are not me. And that's one thing I just wanted to highlight today, is that I have gotten to a point where I have constantly been relying on other people, like codependency, if you've ever heard about it, relying on other people to help me make a lot of decisions in life and to help me to, live a life with as little regrets as possible. And that's not a bad thing to want to live your life with as little regrets as possible. It's great. The only thing is that it was getting to a point where I just wasn't able to make any decisions for myself. I had to rely on either my best friend, my mom, usually those two people, or I would call up someone else, another friend, and ask them for their opinion. I wouldn't think for myself. And you can only do that for so long, okay? You have a brain. The Lord blessed you with a gosh darn beautiful brain. Use it. Use it, truly. Use it. I was so afraid to use my brain because I felt that most of the time when I made decisions on my own, things went wrong, and you learn from that. I'm still very young. So a lot of the times, not even a lot of the times, but there's going to be times where I make decisions about something and it's not going to be the best for me. That's just life. And of course it sucks because you would like to not make any bad decisions. You'd like for everything to just work out according to your plan, but that's not life. So I have learned to stop listening so much to other people's opinion and just go with my gut. You know what I mean? I know a lot now. I don't know everything, of course, but I have learned quite a bit in this short life I have lived so far. And I have learned that going with what your gut feels is truly life-changing, freeing, the best way to go, truly. And I'm not talking about going with your heart. Going with your heart is listening to your emotions. Going with your gut is something that is called in dialectical behavior therapy, wise mind. It's almost like your conscience, gut and your conscience and your spirit combined. I don't know, man. It's like everyone looks at it differently, but that's how I look at it. Oh my gosh. It's just a combination of all those things. It's not your emotions per se at all. It's logic. It's logic. And some of us like to act like we don't know what we want for ourselves. We don't know what we want in life. We don't know. And a lot of us actually don't know. But for me, I know what I want in life. But the point is, you know what you want. You know what you want for yourself. And you have a feeling. I'm saying a feeling, but that's like your gut, not the emotion type of feeling. You feel some type of way inside of you in your gut when you know this ain't it for me. You just know. And you're like, nah, this ain't it. You just know. And instead of listening to yourself, you listen to what somebody else says. Somebody else says, oh, don't do that. You should do this instead. And then somebody else says, oh, don't listen to them. You should do this instead. And do you know how confusing that gets when there's multiple people giving you different opinions? Especially when it's on something that you already know. You know how you feel about it. You already know how you feel about it, but you are still choosing to ignore yourself, ignore how you feel, and instead you are choosing to listen to what everybody says. Now, there's nothing wrong. I don't want you to think, oh, I should never get advice from someone. There's nothing wrong with advice, but there's getting advice, and then there's like codependency, when you just take what someone else says and you just listen to them and you don't make a well thought out decision based on your own thought process and also the information that you received. But instead you're just like, no, this person told me to do this, so I'm going to do this instead. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't get advice. Advice is great, of course. I still ask for advice, but I don't need to ask for advice really on as much things as I used to, because like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, everyone has their own life experiences, and even if I ask someone to help me with a certain thing, give me advice on a certain thing, the way it worked out for them, that advice may not work out the same way for me, because we're all on a different path. So at this point, I'm like, I'm gonna just do whatever I feel with logic and live my best life. I'm so sick and tired of everyone's opinions. I'm so sick and tired of it. I am so sick and tired of everyone's opinions. It's just so annoying to hear someone's opinion. Especially when someone gives you their opinion when you didn't ask for it. They decide to open their mouth. I have a couple people in my life who do that all the damn time, and I'm like, can you please? I did not ask. I literally didn't ask. So please. One thing I am so proud of myself for that happened a few days ago actually is I looked at myself in the mirror, and I know everyone's going to resonate with this. Oh, for sure. I looked at myself in the mirror. I had and I just looked at my body, and I just said, okay, that's what my body looks like. All right. That is the first time in my life I've ever been able to just look at my body without judgment. Isn't that crazy? First time in my life, I was able to look at my body without thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so skinny, I'm so fat, I'm so this and that, or even thinking about in the past, I used to be so skinny, in the past, I was this and blah, blah. I just took it in and I said, okay, cool, that's what my body looks like. And I live for my body. I love my body. I'm living for it. And I'm just so cotton picking proud of myself for that. For not judging my body. For when I tell you, I've been on this self-love journey for like 7 years. It was 7 years ago that I took an oath to myself to start loving myself. And it took all this time, but it was well worth it to finally get to this point where I am 100% confident with my body. I am thickums and I live. I thrive. You don't understand how much I thrive. I need a big round of applause for that. That's all I'm gonna say is I need a big round of applause in the comment section. And thank you. So now I have done my base face. We are going to attack these eyes with this mint. I'm very freaking scared, man. I am very freaking scared, but we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Let's do it together. Okay, so I have the blue on. Yeah, not exactly even with that spacing, but anyways, I am not a professional. Now we're gonna do some gold in the center. Ooh. I'm going to be using a gold eyeshadow, the only gold eyeshadow I have, which is my Venus right up here. My Venus. For the bottom of the eye, I'm going to be doing some of this color right here, which is turquoise. Turquoise. All right. What do you think, huh? What do you think? I took some of that turquoise, put it in the bottom corner, took some black eyeliner to the inner corner. And for the lips, you see it's just almost like a ever so slightish pinkish lip. And for that, I did Color Blur by Lip Studio. You can't even freaking see anyways, but Color Blur by Lip Studio Cream Matte Pencil and Smudger in the color Plum, which is 35. And I took my lip gloss, my clear lip gloss, and just put it on top. I think it goes very well. I think it does. Tell me what you think, though. Let me know in the comments below. Was this a look or not? I think it is. I think, once again, when I do dramatic makeup like this, I can totally see it on stage in so many different musicals. Like, for sure, 100%. So this is one of those stage makeup looks. That's what I'm gonna say. Let me know what you think. Do you think this would even be caught dead on stage? Like, or what? Thank you for watching once again. I hope you tune into the next episode of A Look or Nah.
A look or nah. A look or nah.
A look or nah.
Boo!